If you're looking for a simple and profitable day trading strategy to help you become profitable, then this is the video you want to watch. I'm going to show you a simple yet proven method that has been proven over and over again, and it's very simple and you don't have to overcomplicate it. So many people overcomplicate trading. They think there needs to be hundreds of different indicators, so many different strategies, but the fact of the matter is it just needs to be simple. I've said it over and over again, and the terminology I use is keep it simple, stupid. That is really the only thing we need to focus on. Price action and volume has been proven over and over again, going back decades of the stock market, and that is the only method that has been proven to work time and time again. So we're going to dive in, and I'm going to show you a simple yet proven strategy that not only allows you to be profitable, but allows you to repeat it day after day after day and see significant returns if you manage your risk accordingly. So we're going to jump into the charts here, and I'm going to really explain how everything works. So we always want to start with the daily time frame. And why the daily time frame is because it gives us the most strong support or pivots that we need to focus on. Now, this strategy is not some rocket science strategy, and I'm going to tell you that right off the bat. It's very basic support and resistance, and the rest is really up to your risk management and how you control your emotions. But it's going to be a method that once you understand, you'll be able to repeat every single day. So here it is. Here we are on NVIDIA, and we can see that we have a resistance level right here at 746. Now, when earning comes out, this stock pushes up, and we need to understand what happens on this day right here. So let's zoom in onto that day and be aware that this level at 746 is present. So let's go back. Quick little announcement here for you guys. Those of you that are struggling to see profitability and having a hard time seeing consistent returns or having a hard time growing your account and want to work with me one-on-one, I do have 2 spots left open on my mentorship program. Click the link down below, answer a few questions, see if you qualify to work with me, and if you do, you can book a call to speak with me. Now, right back to the video. And let's come up to the day of the earnings. All right, we're going to scroll over here. Perfect. So this is the day of the earnings. All right, you can see by this earnings report, once it came out, we hit this 746 level to the T, right? Obviously, this level was there from before. Obviously, everybody knows that. That's why selling pressure came in right here on NVIDIA, okay? Now, what's important here is that going into the next day, price gaps up, right? So what happens to old resistance? Old resistance becomes new support, all right? So with that said, let's take a look at what the game plan is here, okay? As we get closer to the market open, we need to understand that, okay, if price comes down to this 746, there may be an opportunity for buyers to step back in because that's the old level of daily support. And as you can see, once the market opens here, we start getting that buying pressure. This is just a simple support buy as soon as you start seeing these bottoming wicks. This is very simple strategy that you can use. Once price breaks over resistance and comes back down to test support, likely support is going to hold and price is going to push away from it, right? And that's exactly what happened here on NVIDIA. Now, as we scroll over, you can see, obviously, it's had a significant day and it continued to push, okay? Now, that is just one support and resistance method that you can use on a bullish move upwards. This is another example that we can use, all right? Roku, we're going to go on to the daily time frame again, and I want to show you guys a key level, all right? So again, on earnings, we have this huge drop from $92 all the way down, okay? We've established that there's a support level right here at 79.47. We enter a gap under this 69.26, and the gap fills here, okay? So just to make it easier, this is a gap, all right? And this is support, all right? So that's clear to everyone. Now let's take a look at this closer inside of this candle and see what happens at that date. So this is the day the earnings came out, and look at what happened. We hit this 79.47 level, and we kind of respected it, but not very much, right? But we do have a new key level that we need to focus on, and that is here at 76.05. Okay, now when you're looking at this, you know that 79.47 is your level of daily support, which we broke, penetrated through, and tried to pop back up and failed to hold. Now, because we have this old level that was proven to get the stock to bounce upwards, we have to understand that this is a new level that has been proven, that has been dominant, that is now support. Okay. Now, this exact same level is proven again out of the open in the first few candles, causing price to move upwards. Now, when we come back down and we penetrate through that candle, through that support level, that's the time you want to take a short position to the downside, right? Why? Well, one, we broke the daily support here. All right, daily support got broken. Price bounced. We have a new support right here. And then support broke right here. So once daily level breaks and we've created a new support, going into the market open, that new support level is going to be the level we need to break to take downside triggers to the down. That's exactly what happened here. Again, this is basic support and resistance. Now let's take a look at another example on PLTR. So here we are again on PLTR. What we're looking for here is to find some levels that we can focus on. So looking at PLTR, this is on the earnings day. So before the earnings came out, let's say that we wanted to establish where the support and resistance was. Okay, so to do that, let's say we are sitting at this level right here. So we know this peak right here is a level of resistance. Why? Because price navigated to it, hit a level, and then rejected away from it. So whatever happened here is a valid level that we want to make note of. Okay, now where do we go from here? We need to continue to look back to see what other areas that we can use as resistance. So resistance, remember, always we have to look up and to the left, right? Now when we're looking up to the left, what are we finding? Let's keep going, let's keep going, let's keep going. All right, look at this. Now we have a new level. Boom, 23.50. Now let's look at another one. So up to the left again, and boom, we have this level, and then we have this level. Okay, so now we have a few levels that we can look at. All right, now let's go back closer to the time of earnings and see what took place. All right, and I want to jump into this closer time frame so you guys can see exactly what happened. So this is on February 7th and February 8th. So let's go back to the day of the earnings and see what actually took place. Okay, so once earnings came out, we had a strong push and we put in a new level of resistance. Okay, once this new level of resistance was put in, we can say resistance, and then once broken above resistance, it becomes support, right? So as soon as you start getting this dip and then buyers come back in and push price back up, you can say that this level was validated and this level held. Now, where do we expect this support level to take us to? The second point on the daily, which is 21.86, and that is exactly where we hit and continued selling off. Okay, so again, very basic support and resistance levels that you can focus on to establish whether you're going to buy or sell. Okay, now as we come into the next day, it's not over, right? Because we now have a level that we've put in on top of this 21.86 being the high of that day, right? Now, the next day, we've broken above this resistance, and we know our next daily resistance is at 23.50. So as soon as we penetrate through this level, take a look at what happens. We make our way right to this 23.50 before seeing some selling pressure come in and consolidate a little bit more. All right, so what I can tell you guys is simply start from the daily, identify your key levels, and then come into the closer time frame and establish what new levels you have. If you have a level in the pre-market and that level is resistance, breaks up and comes down and retests it as support, then you can use that level to move upwards towards the next resistance. And the same thing on the opposite side. If you have a stock that sells off, establish your new intraday levels, line that up with your daily levels, take the trade at the break of those levels. I hope I did a good job explaining this to you guys and prove to you guys that you don't need a complicated system to become a profitable trader. All you need is to understand your key daily levels, know when to enter those trades based on whether or not that support is broken or that resistance is broken. Enter the trade and have a set max stop loss that you can wait and see if it stops you out or not. It has to be really mechanical and robotic. Once you enter, set a stop and watch that thing work. That's simply it. I hope you guys did find value in this video. If you guys want to work with me one-on-one to become a profitable trader earning anywhere from $7,000 to $15,000 per month, make sure you guys click the link below, join my mentorship program. I'll be more than happy to take you to profitability.